I'm the library and media technician here at Sage.
I am a school psychologist here at Sage Creek.
So I have kind of a unique role in that I'm not like a traditional counselor, that has an alphabetical caseload. So I'm kind of more of a counselor who supports students who kind of need a little bit of an extra push or are going through, many other things.
I bike around the school just to create a sense of safety and security for the kids, and also to just monitor and patrol the area to make sure that people are supposed to be where they're supposed to be.
My favorite subject, I really like photography because it snaps moments that could mean a lot without words. It could represent things that happen to people, their story, their culture, and yeah.
I studied psychology and criminology, which has helped me in this field and is kind of related to it. And it kind of led me to the path that I took, which led to me working a lot with students in the foster system, group homes, and working with that type of population.
When I mentioned validating students' experiences, that is my favorite part. It's one thing to help guide somebody to their goal or to support them on their way there, but it's another thing to help them feel like it matters, right? And so that's what I mean by validating. And it's something that I personally felt when I was, a student as well. I didn't feel it as much as I needed to be honest. I went through my own struggles as well. But I think because of that, it made it my favorite part is validating students' experiences.
I love the student body. Every class at Sage has their own personality, and as a whole, the students at Sage are great, so easy to work with.
I don't know about surprising, but I've heard a lot of funny things. Kids can be funny and just kind of, I've worked with all different ages, and some of the younger kids especially just kind of blurt out whatever they're thinking, and so it's great.
I love communicating with people. It's rewarding to myself emotionally and mentally, and it seems like I get the chance to do that every day here in the library. A long time ago, when I was still in school, I started working at this bookstore as a part-time person, and then it opened a lot of doors to me. It was a casual but also very motivating job, dealing with people day in and day out. It felt like I belonged. It felt like I was able to tell my story as well as listening to others. And the librarian who I was working with was very exemplary in being enthusiastic and passionate, and that was very motivating for me to try and think about this as a career.
Yes and no. I mean, I love doing it. It falls in line with what I did for 28 years with the probation department. So now I get to work with what I say typical normal kids, and yeah, it's just I love doing it.
I love the fact that I get to do a lot of different things. I get to work a lot with the kids, but also the other professionals and teachers, and just a big variety. I never some days I just don't even know what I'm going to be working on, and it's kind of fun.
Well, what I like to do is I like to treat every student here like they're my own kids. So I try to do my best to get to know each and every one at a personal level, and establish a good relationship.
You know what, I really didn't know at the time when I was in college exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew that it interested me, and I always enjoyed the social studies and the different experiments about how people think and work and behave, and so just it was definitely an interest of mine all through high school.
When I was in college specifically, my first year in college, I was a 4.0 student in high school, right? So I thought, well, college is going to be fine. Specifically to work with me and kind of like with where I came from, because I came from a background, I'm a first generation student. My parents never went to college. My parents are immigrants, so they knew very little about the education system. They're also, they don't have a lot of education themselves, and so this counselor came from a similar background, and so they were able to support me not only getting used to college and like being more successful, but also just validating my experience, like letting me know that I mattered, right?
So Sage Creek Library is not just a job for me, it's home, and I think it's the home to every single Bobcat on this campus.